Welcome to Mystic by Nature. I am justifiably unique, coming to you with the first half of October for my fellow Earth signs. At any point during this reading, should you be confused, or you get irritated, or you begin to overthink, this is probably not the reading for you. You might want to check your Venus sign, Mars sign, or even your North Node placement with the incoming readings. Never try to make a reading fit your narrative, whether these signs sit in your ascendant, your sun, or your moon, or you're a cross watcher. If it resonates, hit the bell, subscribe, and share. And for fun, leave me an earth emoji in the comments below. I am doing something a little different with my readings going forward. I will be doing timestamps so that you can go directly to the sign that resonates with you. And I also will be doing a suggested ritual and a takeaway for each group of signs. With that being said, let's take a deep breath and exhale and see what the channel messages is for the earth signs. We have Saturn going into Pisces retrograde, Mercury moving into Libra, Venus moving into Libra. Mercury moving into Scorpio, Venus is moving into Libra, Mars is in Scorpio, Jupiter is in Cancer, Uranus in Gemini retrograde, as well as Neptune and Pluto. Okay, so Taurus, your 12th house of rest, endings, and healing, 7th house of partnerships and relationships, 6th house of wellness and daily routine, and the 10th house of career and public persona are all being activated at once. So let's get into it. Let's see what the channel message is for Taurus for the first half of October. What's the first half of October for Taurus? What can Taurus expect for the first half of October? Okay. What can Taurus expect for the first half of October? Ooh, I love it. I love it. As a Taurus sun and moon, I love it. So, I feel like this comes after a period of you being in kind of hermit mode. I got the 4 of Wands coming in strong. And it came in with the Page of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. So I feel like you've been doing a lot of inner child healing immediately. You know, with your 12th house being activated, the first half of October might be, you might also finally be feeling a sense of peace internally. But for the most part, I see a commitment coming in for my Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Risings. This could be something that shakes up your daily routine. You might be a person that likes to stick to a routine, but this is not something that you will be able to, you're going to need to flow with it. I mean, you're going to need to flow. Allow yourself to have a little fun. Sometimes, as a fellow Taurus, I understand. Sometimes we can get kind of stuck in a routine or allow ourselves to be so grounded that it comes off as being very stubborn or very rigid. So there's a need for you just to allow yourself to just have fun, not make any plans, just kind of go with the flow. For some of you, this could be a childhood person coming in or somebody making a very innocent offer to you. This could be a creative project also that is coming in. I'm hearing offering you my heart. So this could be somebody who is maybe confessing to you, or maybe possibly for some reason I'm even getting an apology that could be coming in for you. There's something about your 10th house being activated. So give me more insight on Taurus. For some of you, this could be marriage, but this is definitely balance coming in. I see possibly a proposal. For some of you, this is definitely some balance coming in. It's like I heard your worlds are finally being balanced. This could be coming from a air sign, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius person, or someone who is very direct with their words, very blunt. He does not operate out of his emotions. He operates mentally. Or he's very grounded in his thoughts, though, and what he wants. I do have the Lover's card coming up with the 3 of Cups following it. So this definitely looks like a relationship that is coming in, that is possibly to marriage. I do see keys, and when I look at the Hierophant, I see the keys immediately. So this could also be maybe moving in together, or I don't know why I'm seeing standing before the judge. If this is, give me more insight before I say that. Okay, I was right. So, for some of you, this could be the end of a relationship that's causing some type of heartbreak. Some of you guys could be headed towards a divorce. Yeah, because I looked at the Hierophant card and I thought it would look like a judge and like two people sitting out in front, so that you guys could be having finally, and in the first half of October, a relationship or a legal. You may have been going to court over the last few months, and you guys may have been having a lot of fights with this King of Swords person. If this is not a relationship coming in, but you could have been dealing with a person who was very blunt, may have been lying to you and trying to mess up your reputation and smear your name. And now that's coming to the end in the first half of October. You're really heartbroken about it, but you're glad that it's over. You guys, some of you guys could have been fighting over a house. Can you give me more insight for Taurus for the first half of October? Thank you. Either way, you're going to be feeling very emotionally fulfilled, whether this is you moving into a new phase of your life after a divorce, or if this is a relationship coming in. Okay? For those who are going into a relationship, I do get the Two of Cups. And then those who are reading a relationship, you are kind of looking at your options and trying to see exactly where it is, which direction that you should go in. There could have been a snake. I heard a sheep in wolf's clothing. So it could have been somebody who betrayed you that was close to you. So now you're trying to make the decisions on how to move forward. It was very emotionally draining and hurtful. But now you're moving forward. Let me pull out clarifying the love situation. Taurus. Okay. For some of you who do have a relationship coming in, I am saying embrace your childish spirit. As I was stating, you need to just have a little fun, not overthink so much. Just allow yourself to be like a child. Okay? Don't bring in, if some of you guys are leaving a divorce that was really bad with the King of Swords, you're now moving into a new relationship. So don't allow the past to hold you back from your future and what you have manifested and called in, okay? And for others who are going through that divorce, kind of heartbroken over the fact that you are now seeing that person that you had spent years with. I'm hearing 10 years. The person that you had spent 10 years with is not the person that you thought they were. They're coming off as being very vindictive. And it's breaking your heart a little bit. So I need just for you to just kind of stay strong. What is the closing card for Taurus? What is the closing card for Taurus? Yeah. Although this process has been really, really hard for you and you feel like there's been a lot of fighting, possibly split up the family, could have been kids involved. This situation has taught you how to tap into your inner strength as you've learned how to master your emotions. And for those who are leaving a relationship, going on your own, things are going to turn around for you. First half of October, finally. And for those who are going into a relationship, you're dealing with someone who is very open with their emotions, even though they may be very direct with their words. You're not going to have to guess what's going on or feel like you're being manipulated, or for some of you might have been dealing with a narcissist. Okay? So that's it for Taurus. Now, let's hop in for Virgo. Timestamp is 9/22 for Virgo. So Virgo, first half of October is activating your 8th house of shared finances, deep emotions, 3rd house of communication and contracts, 2nd house of money and values, 6th house of daily routine and health. Let's see what the channel message is for the first half of October for Virgo. What can Virgo expect for the first half of October? What can Virgo expect for the first half of October? Okay. What can Virgo expect for the first half of October? All right. Oh, goodness gracious. So the first half of October, first card that came out was the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So, and the Justice card. So, just kind of like Taurus too. You know, you guys may have been going through a divorce. And now things are finally coming to an end with the divorce. I'm seeing 2 dogs and a child. So it might have been a custody situation, as well as trying to figure out who's getting what in the divorce. There may have been some issues around money. I'm hearing alimony. So it may have been somebody who really tried to pin you for everything that they possibly could. And that really put you in the Ten of Swords of energy and the Nine of Swords of energy. You were really down and out about it. But now you got to a point where, you know what, like, I'm just done. They can have whatever the heck they want. I just want to move on with my life. All right, 1 second. Just want to move on with your life. I don't blame you, Virgo. You're dealing with all of that. You know? Okay. What else? Give me more insight for Virgo. Some of you are stepping into that full energy after telling possibly another earth sign person that you may have been dealing with, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person that you were done with, and you might now just be deciding to step into that full energy. Some of you could be going back to a childhood love. I see some of you could possibly be moving, but either way, you are stepping into your power, back into that King of Pentacles energy. You might have been doing a lot of self-exploration over the last month. I heard the last few months. But you finally know what you want, what direction that you want to go in. You're not allowing someone's deceit to hold you back and keep you in a little box. Give me more insight for Virgo. Give me more insight for that Queen of Swords. Insight. Okay, thank you. Yeah, some of you guys could be going back. I'm hearing going back home. So some of you guys could be going back to your hometown after having a divorce. You've been dealing with a lot of snakes in the yard, is what I'm hearing. And this Queen of Swords energy, who could also have been a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For some reason, I feel like the judge. I don't know why I got the judge as the Queen of Swords. So it may have been you finally got a judge that listened to you, that allowed you to get what you needed to be able to move on. Or it might have been a person who was keeping you stuck, who had sided with the other party. But either way, all you wanted out of the deal was a house, and you got ready to pay your other person whatever money that they want. You have a new creative idea that you are allowing yourself to go into. You're looking at the options. You're kind of ready for a new change when it comes to your career as well as your personal life, and you're going towards that change. Some of you guys could be going towards another fellow earth sign, possibly a Taurus, or somebody who embodies that Venus energy. Could be a Libra as well. For others, you have definitely stepped into balanced out your feminine and masculine energies, and this could be really coming after a time that you felt like you were just beat down and you did not know what to do yourself. But now you have hooked yourself back up, fallen back in love with yourself, and now you're ready to do some collaborations. And you may have had an intuitive idea that may have come through that's letting you know that you're going to be able to get yourself back together. You could possibly do a collaboration with someone. Okay? That's the advice for Virgo. Yeah, love your shadow. Then we have a magnetic connection. Everything that I just stated. I got a reconciliation, but it was in reverse. So that means you are not thinking about going back to that person that you were with. But you have definitely accepted all of your flaws and you're going towards your happiness. I love that for you, Virgo. These signs, these readings are based on the rising sign, but if it resonates as a moon or sun sign, allow it. Okay, and then we have Capricorn. Last but not least, the first half of October is hitting your 4th house of home and family. Eleventh house of friends and networks, 10th house of public persona and career, 2nd house of money and values is being activated as well. So let's ground ourselves and see what the channel message is for Capricorn. Capricorn, what can Capricorn expect for the first half of October? Okay. Some of you guys could have moved, Capricorn. Are you thinking about moving? No, I'm getting that you have moved. It's been a long fight. But you're completing a cycle that you feel like you've been fighting since last year, possibly of December. Can you give me more insight on this 5 of Swords and the World card? Coming out in your own reading. I'm getting this might have been maybe a breakup from some friends. There may have been some deceit, some betrayal that happened possibly with a friend or even a family member. This could have been a brother or her uncle. Any more insight for Capricorn for the first half of October? Yeah, you feel like things have been moving really, really slowly. Although you feel like you've been putting in the work, you're now getting ready to get mental clarity about which direction to move, because I do have the 7 of Cups. So you've been really thinking about what you want to do or what you need to do. And it's a really weird space for you to be in, because Capricorn, because you are a person who is used to having everything together. And right now you've been kind of having to rely on other people to kind of get things going, or you feel like there's been constant delays. Just know when there's delays, it is not rejection. It is simply the universe, or God telling you to just step back and wait. You have something better in store for you. Okay? Some of you guys may be weighing the options. What are we weighing the options on, Capricorn? Possible fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Some of you this could be with a parent. A parent. What is it about this parent? What is it about this Queen of Wands energy, this parent? What about this parent? Give me more insight, please. This could be a parent who is disagreeing with how you're moving, or disagreeing with you moving. This might be a parent who is accustomed to you, which is really weird for me to say that about Capricorn, because they usually make their own decisions and kind of do their own thing. But this could be a parent that is disagreeing about who you're either going towards or what you're wanting to do with your life. This could be some of you leaving the corporate job, I'm seeing, and kind of going towards something that is a little bit more creative. And this parent has a bit of an older mindset. So, or are you just playing around? Economy is too bad for you to be playing around. Okay. But you're tired of all the disagreements with your family, and you're ready for your 10 of Cups. You're ready for happiness. You're ready for your sun energy. You're ready to have some fun. Some of you guys over the last few months may have been feeling really left out in the cold. Are having a lot of financial issues, and now things are kind of shifting around for you. If this has not happened yet, it's about to happen for you in the first half of October. You'll see a shift with your finances. Anyway, like I said, you're going in for your 10 of Cups. You're ready to possibly start a family. I see you possibly moving. Yeah, I see this huge transition. You're kind of allowing yourself to be led by faith instead of doing all the extra thinking that you usually do. Pulling the low deck. Can I get insight for Capricorn for the first half of October? Okay. Some of you guys might be going towards a new person. As I stated, it could be an Empress. I don't remember what the other signs are. I think it was an air sign. Anyway, this is an unbreakable love. This might even be a divine union that you are headed towards in. Capricorn rising or sun. Might even be a twin flame, if you believe that. I believe in twin flames. I believe you have multiple soulmates, but you can have a twin flame, and not everybody has a twin flame. But either way, you're going towards this, and there might be a parent that is disagreeing with the actions that you are taking. Some of you guys might, I guess some of y'all might elope. For once, you're putting yourself first, and you're making an effort instead of listening to what other people kind of want and think. If this is not you already being in a relationship, this is definitely a new love that's coming in that's going to lead to a higher level of commitment. You're not allowing yourself to be kind of strung along. First half of October, this might be someone getting some clarity about which direction to move and no longer allowing themselves to be strung along. But you're very hopeful about the things, about moving forward with things. Some of you guys could be taking a trip with this person, or you could just be opening up and expressing yourself. This could also be a collaboration that's coming in with work. You might decide that you want to work with this person. But I definitely see a vacation or trip coming in. And your last card for Capricorn. Last card for Capricorn. Yeah, I got the Six of Cups. So there's something very innocent and pure about this. I will tell you, this is something that you need to keep very private, because I do see some people disagreeing with it. In that Five of Wands energy, I see some jealousy around the situation. But this is something that your ancestors are sending to you, as well as Archangel Michael, and I'm hearing Gabriel as well. Like you're often in the last few months, or even the last year, I'm hearing you feeling like you've been being blindsided, and you've actually put in the work. So you are being rewarded with a loving relationship. You're a person that never really believed in divorce, and now that you found yourself in that situation, a situation you never thought you would be in, for a minute there, you kind of lost your love, lost your idea of what love is, or you needed to kind of rethink what your idea of love is. And whoever this person is, like I stated, it could have been a water sign to a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, or a fellow earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that kind of opened your eyes up to the idea of love once again. So Capricorn, that's it for you. The ritual for my earth signs: I want you to buy or use a green or brown candle, surround it with a ring of salt for protection, and cinnamon between October 4th and October 10th, when Mercury goes direct along with Pallas, the asteroid. I want you to write down one practical goal you're ready to commit to. Fold the paper and place it underneath the candle. Light the candle and say the words, "I plant my intention into fertile ground to build a lasting security." Once it has finished, store it in a journal or a small bag as a seed of intention and motivation. Your takeaway, earth signs: you are stabilizing your finances and career while clearing emotional or hidden blocks. This is the time to ask yourself, are you ready to move into stability? Are you ready to accept love into your heart? Are you content with stagnation? This concludes the reading for earth signs for the first half of October. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, leave an earth sign emoji, and subscribe for future uploads. I leave you with this affirmation: I am grounded and supported. Every small, consistent step takes one building lasting effort to security and growth. The universe has spoken. Now it's your move. Stay aligned, be courageous, and let your light shine. Until next time, earth signs,